Hi my friend, welcome back. Today I am going to show you how to make this triangle ish looking design. This is just to add some interest to your regular braid. So whenever you're making like straight braids or you're making a hairstyle that you feel is boring, you can just use it to jazz it up. And this is some variations of how it can be. It mustn't be exactly the way I am doing it, but once you watch this tutorial you'll be able to play around with yours and just like, I don't know, make it yours. So I'm just going to show you the basic foundation of how to achieve these triangular designs. So because I still want the video to just show hint of the complete hairstyle in case you want to do it, I'm just going to zoom through the process of the hairstyle so that you'll just see generally what it is. I was beginning to feel like the hairstyle was looking boring, like I needed it to be more exciting for her. Then that was when I decided to add the triangle design to add more color and just pattern to the hair. So when you are done with your before you finish, of course you can see that there are variations of what you can do with the triangle. One of the options is like you make the triangle on, let's say you have 10 rows on one side of the head, right? You make two normal looking rows, then you make the triangle, you leave an empty space on your third row, then you make the triangle design on the fourth row, braid a normal design on the fifth row or maybe sixth row, then you cross over the tail of your triangle, make it jump like two rows before you attach it to the next row. So you can see on one side I just attached, because I didn't remember on time, sincerely, this was where I remember, that's why I had one unbraided row on my left hand side before I start making the triangle on the next row. So you can make the unbraided row to be like 2 rows before your triangle, so that your triangle can, like the braids from your triangle can jump over like 2 braids or multiple braids before you then attach it to another row. You understand what I mean? Maybe if I can find a picture that explains what I mean, then you'll see it. But you know this trending, the hair is trending now, where you just take the tail of your braid design. Sometimes it comes with like heart braid or even the triangles, and then you cross it over like 3-4 braids before attaching it into a braid. I don't know why people like that stringy look, but you can also play with it and get that. So let's say what I am doing now, when I'm done, I would attach it to like the second braid from her face. Understand what I mean? So I just jump over several. So if you want to do that, you have to have it in mind before you start the hairstyle, so that you will know where to skip and where to not braid yet until you're done with the triangle, so that you can add the tail of the triangle into that section. So this is basically how you do the triangle. From the from the clips I attached in the beginning, you can see there is one person made triangles facing only one side. Someone else made triangle just like mine, facing the left and the right. You can even decide to make the triangles but still attach all the tails of the braid into only one side. So like, just play with it and have fun with it. That's just the idea behind it. And at the end, I don't know, it adds so much interest to the hair. It makes it much more interesting than it will normally be. And then I use colored rubber band to still make it more fun, you get, because I'm making it on a child. If it were like to be like on an adult, not a teenager, I'm not saying a teenager, like an adult, you might just skip the colored rubber band. You can even do it without using rubber band, sincerely. You just braid the triangle, make sure your braid is tight at the base and it's still very fine. You can even do it without twisting like the tails of the triangle. I only did that because I believe it's going to make it last longer, because of course the hair is braided. So just as I was explaining, when I started making the hair, I didn't have this design in mind. That was why I only skipped one line just next to the row of the triangle. But on this other side, I already know at this point that I want this part I am braiding right now, I want it to jump at least 1 braid before I attach it into another row. So you're going to see me after doing this. I will make the braid next to this row without attaching the tails of the triangle, and then when I make the next one, I would use the tail of the triangle to skip over the next braid I made before attaching it. So when you attach the top one to you alternate it. The pointed end of the triangle gets, in short, anyway, alternate it. One of the triangle goes to the left, triangle 1 goes to the left, triangle 2 goes to the right, triangle 3 goes to the left, 4 goes to the right, just like that. So alternate it and it's going to make it nicer. And at this point, I think I have explained all. I'm just going to let you see. Let me see. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up because it helps my channel to grow. If you do not skip the ads that play, you're helping me to make money from YouTube, adding food to my table, and I bless you and thank you for that. So keep watching. Enjoy.